Question 3a. Work out 63 times 100. So we're going to place this in these little grids that I've made here with the units, tens, hundreds and thousands. So the 3 is the units and the 6 is the tens. Now if I multiply something by 100, I'm going to move it along 2 places to the left. So this 6 is now going to go 2 places to the left, so it will appear in the thousands column. And this 3 is going to go 2 places to the left, so it will now be in the hundreds. I've got 2 gaps here in the tens and the units column that I can then fill in with zeros. So 63 times 100 must be 6,300. Part 2. 137 times 10. I've got myself the same grid here. So 7 is the units, 3 is the tens, and 1 in the hundreds column. If I multiply something by 10, I'm going to move it all along 1 place to the left. So this 1 is now going to go to the thousands column, the 3 will go into the hundreds column, and the 7 will go into the tens column, leaving me with the space for the units. Again, I can fill that in with a 0. So it's 1,370. Part 3. 95,000 divided by 10. I need an extra little column for tens of thousands on here. So 0 in the units, 0 in the tens, and 0 in the hundreds. And I've got 5 in the thousands and 9 in the tens of thousands. Now if I divide something by 10, I'm going to be moving it 1 place to the right. So the 9 is going to move into the thousands column, the 5 into the hundreds column. The 2 zeros, well, this 0 is now going to move down to here, and this 0 will now move down to here. I don't need to worry about the other 0 because I've just got the decimal place coming next, so it's going to be 9,500. Part 4. 750 divided by 100. So I've got 750. 0 is the units, 5 is the tens, and 7 is the hundreds. And if I'm going to divide something by 100, I'm going to move it all 2 places to the right. So this 7 is now going to appear in the units column. But now I've got no space left. I'm going to have to go into decimals. And I'm going to put up here to represent tenths and hundreds in the decimals. So this 5 is now going to move 2 places. It's now going to appear on the other side of the decimal to give me 7.5. And I could put this 0 here if I wanted to, but 7.50 is exactly the same as 7.5. So the answer is just 7.5. Right, 4,836 correct to the nearest hundred. So first of all we need to find the hundreds column, and that's here represented by this 8. So it's either going to be 4,800 or 4,900. So this one is nearer to 4,800 than it is to 4,900, and you can tell by looking at this next digit here. If it's a 5 or more, we round it up. Otherwise, we round it down. And this is less than 5, so we'd round it down to 4,800. Part 2, 2,981 to the nearest 10. So again, we'll find the tens column, which again here has got an 8 in it. So now what we need to do is look at the one next to it. This one here. So it's either going to be 2,980 or 2,990, and because this is not a 5 or above, we're going to round it down, so it's going to stay at 2,980.